Well, good morning, everyone, team. Welcome back to the session for today. So, in the yesterday session, in our demo session yesterday, we were talking about the topics related to these aspects, team. Like first, we have seen introduction to the ERP, and then we spoke about what is Fusion application and Fusion applications evaluation overview. We have seen, and then we spoke about the deployment options that we are having in the Fusion applications. Like when a customer buy this product from Oracle, then how the product will be delivered, in which way the product will be delivered to the customer. Okay, the on-premise and the cloud deployment options I have explained you. And within the cloud deployment option, we have again three types of deployment options available, something like SaaS model, IaaS, or PaaS. So that also we have seen thing. And then I was explaining you about the types of companies involved in any of the ERP products, like who is a service provider, who is a client or a customer, then who are the implementing companies, and where we are going to work once we learn this course. Okay, that all we have seen, team, in the introduction to types of companies involved in this product. And then we spoke about Fusion environment releases, like in which year the Fusion applications launched in the market. And since then, what is the version that Oracle came up by this product? And since then, what are the versions that this application evolved? And currently, what is the latest version in the Fusion applications we have seen, team? And also, I spoke about the quarterly upgradation policy within the Fusion applications team, right? I was explaining you the quarterly upgradation policy, like every quarter in a year 4 times, Oracle will provide upgradation to their application. And when it gets upgraded, how the version sequence number will be followed. Okay, how to debug this version sequence, I have explained in the last session, team. And then we spoke about the modules that which we are having in this Fusion HCM cloud applications team. What are all the modules, and what is the functional side of the application, and what is the technical side of the application? That also we have discussed in our yesterday's session, correct? What is functional, then what is technical, and where we require some SQL prerequisite and where it is optional, and for what basically in the market the recruitment is going on. That also we have seen, team. And finally, we concluded our session yesterday with the offerings that which you are going to get from our institute. What is our course duration, what are the timings for our course, and what are the benefits that we are going to get as part of this enrollment. That all I have explained yesterday, and I have concluded the topic. Now, in continuation to yesterday's demo, today I'm going to talk about Oracle certification process, first of all, and then I will introduce to you the application team. See, yesterday I have also introduced to you Oracle knowledge repository. Like if you want to get any Oracle delivered documentation in the system, where you have to go in the Google, where we have to search related to Oracle standard materials or user guides or implementation guides, or every quarter when Oracle upgrading their application, what are the new features coming up every time when the application is being upgraded? What are the new features coming in the application? Where to check them? The release notes, what's a new feature? That all we have seen yesterday. Now today we will start our session with the certification process in Fusion application, because many of you asking me, Kumar, how the concept of certification will be there in this technology? If we learn this course, do we require mandatorily to clear the certification, or else we don't get the job in this? Many of you having some kind of questions related to certification team. So let me make it clear to you. First of all, coming to the certification in Fusion HCM cloud application, this is our product team. Oracle Fusion HCM cloud is our product. Under that, we have multiple modules in the system. First of all, we don't have a common certification for the entire application team. We don't have any concept like Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud certification, nothing like that. Oracle providing the certification with respective to the modules within that. If you want to do a certification, you have a certification exam for core HR module separately, absence management separately, payroll, talent, compensation, benefits, OTL, like that. With the specific to module, we have the certifications Oracle is offering. If you learn this course, if you want to get certified in this course, there is nothing like entire course you are having a certification like Oracle Fusion HCM. No, you don't have any certification like that. For every module, we have the certification available team. So now you might get a question. So Kumar, should I do certification for all the modules? First of all, as far as the market is concerned, certifications are not mandatory for your recruiting, for your selection in the companies. Take it as granted team. Okay. First of all, Oracle certification is not mandatory to do. You can learn the course, you can apply for the jobs, and you can clear your interviews and you can start working. No company will ask certification as mandatory. They will only check whether you are knowledgeable or not, whether you are talented on that particular subject or not. If you are keeping experience and if you are going, whether you are really experienced on that technology or not, only that things only companies will take care. Will look for. Certification in Oracle Fusion applications is not mandatory. Then you can ask me why we have certifications. Once you get into the job, okay, during the time of your appraisals, okay, your promotions or your performance evaluation, certifications play some vital role during that point of time. Not in every company again. Some companies, some project managers will take it as a criteria to give you some extra rating of your appraisal team. And also, whenever you are working on a project, some of the clients will ask what resources you are giving to our project. Are that resources are certified consultants or not? So sometime within the organization, when you are moving from one project to another project, depending upon the project client requirement, certifications will be looking for the employees team. So at that point of time, you might require the certification as an added value. But if you keep that you are a certified consultant in the resume, it is a slight bit of added advantage. But ultimately, in the interview, the interviewer will ask you the questions. If you are not able to answer that, it's of no use. But it will have a very light or a lower weightage or impact in your profile addition, this concept of certification team. So if anyone want to apply this certification exam, how you have to do? So I'm telling, right, for each module, we have the certification team. So let's say for core HR, if you want to do, we have a certification name called Oracle Global Human Resource Cloud, okay, implementation specialist. The examination name I'm writing here, team. Okay. Oracle Global Human Resource Cloud Implementation Specialist. If you want to write the absence certification, then we have something like Oracle Cloud Absence Management Implementation Specialist. And each of the examination will have their codes. For core HR, the examination code is IZO, okay, 1046/22. As of now, 2022 examination only is there, team. Though we entered 23, just January month we are in. This year paper not came till as of now. We have IZO 1046/2023. Then for absence, we have an examination code 1ZO 1056 or 54 something. So for each module, we have the certification examination availability. So what is the process to apply for this examination, and how to write this examination, and whether do we have negative markings, or what is the pattern of conducting this examination? Basically, Oracle will not directly conduct the examination team. Though Oracle having their Oracle University, they won't conduct the examination directly. Oracle partnered with a company called VU Pearson. This is an examination partner company in order to conduct the certification examination on behalf of Oracle. Oracle partnered with a company called VU Pearson. So this company is going to conduct the Oracle certification examination team. How you have to apply? Basically, prior to COVID, 2-3 years back, okay, this VU Pearson examination centers we used to have across all major cities in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Noida, Delhi, in all these states or in cities. We used to go to their examination center. We have to apply there, whatever the module that you want to write for, and they used to conduct the exam then and there itself, and we used to write from their examination center. But post-COVID, these dynamics were changing. Just give me 1 second, team. Some people are trying to join. Okay, post-COVID, these dynamics got changed, team. Everything became online. Now you can directly go to this VU Pearson website, search with your examination name or code. Directly you can apply, check the available slot. You can sit in your home and you can write. But the video will be on. They will be monitoring us when we're writing the exam. Okay, so this can be booked from here. Go to net and then any browser and search with VU Pearson. Then you will get this particular home.pearsonview.com. See, go to this particular website, and then you can search whatever is your examination name. You can search and you can book your slot. So these detailing I will let you know if anyone really interested to write the certification exam, and how the pattern of questions will be, how many questions will be there. You will have close to 75 to 90 questions, team. In each paper or in each module certification, you will be getting 75 to 90 questions, and they are choose the correct answers. Question will be there, A, B, C, D, E options will come. You have to choose the correct answer among the given answers, team. So all the 75 or 90 questions, the pattern will be in the same way. Choose the correct answer style. Okay. And then we have the negative marking also in this team, and you should get 75% in order to clear the examination. You should get 75% out of the questions you answered so that you will clear the exam. And the cost for each module certification is, when you go to this website and when you are booking for your exam, the cost will be 17,000 plus taxes. That is an Indian currency. That is a cost which we have to pay to Oracle team directly. When we are booking our examination, the cost of the each module will be 17,000 plus taxes, and which is a non-refundable deposit. Once you write the exam, you failed in the exam, then that amount will not get back to you. One time only it will be allowed when you book the exam in the website, team. So this is about the examination pattern will be and how you have to apply for the Oracle certification. If at all, if you are working in any MNCs currently, any IT companies currently, you check with your project managers. They will give you free coupon codes for booking the exam and writing, because your companies will partner with Oracle. If your company is an Oracle Gold partner, Oracle Platinum partner company, or a Silver partner company, for their employees, free coupon codes will be given by Oracle. So check with your project managers. Any such certification will be borne by your company. Take out that and try to write the exam. But if you want to write the certification from your pocket, this is what the cost which we have to book the exam with Oracle. What we are going to help in this aspect, if anyone want to write the certification, we will be having the dumps availability. Like if you are applying core HR module certification, whatever the questions that will come in that exam, we will have readily available that question and answers. So 99%, whatever the questions that we are giving, the same questions will come in the exam. You can write them and you can clear your certification. In fact, many of our students who are writing their certifications, they are following the same approach and they are clearing their exam. That is out of the box support, which we can discuss offline. If anyone really interested, you can come and you can let me know. But this is again, I'm telling, not mandatory for the people who are starting their career right now in this technology, who are freshers or 3 to 4 years or 5 to 6 years experience. And now you are moving out to this technology. You're trying to have some experience keeping in between and your plan, not required. It's not mandatory. Okay. Once you join the organization, you start working, then your company will insist you to do the certification. At that time, if you want, you can do. Okay. So this is about the certification process involved in Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud. So for each module, we have team. Core HR is something where everyone will do because that is easiest module to do basically. But if you want, you can also prefer some other modules also if you're really interested team. Okay. And one more thing, you might get a question. You might get a question. Team, is there any issue in my voice? I think some of you telling that there is a break in my voice.
No, currently it is fine. Earlier I was not able to listen.
No, that's okay. I have not started the class actually at that time. So Swapna, are you in the class? Okay, fine. Okay, good from your end. Thanks, Manjana, for confirmation. Fine. Right. So this is about the certification process. And one thing you might get a question in mind. Kumar, let's suppose I'm writing the exam in January month 2023. Let's suppose this year paper only I'm writing 23. What is the validity for my examination? What is the validity for my examination? Actually, for each paper, I mean, whatever the year that you are writing, the examination, whatever the month, 18 months is the validity period that Oracle gives for the certification team. Okay. After 18 months, your exam will be outdated. You have to write again that particular year exam again. But in regular, trends, if you see team, even I wrote 2021 paper. After that, I have not written that certification. Usually, companies will not be more particular about that validity. If they want to check your certification, they will check, are you a certified implementation specialist from Oracle or not? That's it. This validity and all, usually companies will not much focus on that. So you write it if you really want and keep it like that. No need to write every year the new paper that which Oracle coming in. So every year, basically, they will change the code. Last year paper is 22. Now next current year paper will come, that is 23. But this code remains same, IZO 1046. Okay. So this is about certification process in Oracle applications team. Now, let me move on to the introduction to the application today. So I was telling yesterday team, Fusion applications are purely now in the cloud-based deployment model, right? And what is a cloud deployment model? I told you, any software or a service that is hosted over the internet is called as cloud-based model. Now, when a customer buy the license from Oracle, how the product will be delivered, in which way the product will be delivered, how the customer going to use this product in their day-to-day activities. Let's suppose team, come to types of companies. Let's take up Tata as an example team. Let's suppose we are working in Deloitte. Okay. Let's suppose we are working in Deloitte and Deloitte got the project from Tata. Okay. Tata is the customer or the client. Now Tata Group planning to buy the license from Oracle. What license? Because as it is on a cloud-based model, we should not call it as a product or something team. We should call it as subscription or licensing. The terminology should be. So Tata Group now planning to buy the license from Oracle, the Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud. They want to use in their in-house HR operations day to day. So they are planning to buy the product from Oracle. Okay, Tata approached Oracle. Now Oracle selling this product. Oracle paid the licensing fee. How the product will be delivered, team? The product will be delivered in the form of URL. Let me write it here. Okay, the product will be delivered in the form of this URL. Let me keep here. 1 second, team. I will just copy from here. Let me sign out. I think already for the previous batch, I'm using this instance. So I logged in already. Let me sign out. So when a customer buy the product, team, the application will be delivered with this URL. See, https:/fa/eudu SaaS demos, right? The product will be delivered with this URL. And then for that application, a user ID and a password will be given by Oracle. User ID and password will be given by Oracle. Now, as our Fusion applications are on a cloud-based technology, they are on a cloud-based technology. Client who is buying this product, they no need to install this application anywhere in their laptops or desktops. They no need to maintain any servers. They no need to maintain any data centers, networking, nothing, no maintenance. Everything will be maintained by Oracle on behalf of the customers. They will just buy the product and they will start using them in the system. And they are not going to install that application anywhere in the system. The product will be delivered just in the form of this URL. Once I copy paste that one, and if I come to any search engines, it might be Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, anything. Just copy paste that URL here and give a search. Give a search. Now my screen is loading here. See, now my screen is loading here, and it will give me an option that is sign in Oracle Applications Cloud. What happened? My internet is slow, or the application performance might be slow. I will do one thing. I will try another application. Okay. I think already my credentials are saved. That's why directly it logged in. But basically, it comes like this thing. So when I copy paste my URL here, my screen will be like this coming. Sign in Oracle Applications Cloud. And here it will ask me to provide the user ID and password. So once I give my user ID and password, and if I click on sign in, then I will be entering into the application team. So anywhere do I installing this application? No. How I am accessing this? Like our Google Gmail, how I am accessing my Gmail? I will go to any browser. I will search with Gmail. I will give my user ID and password. I can enter into the Gmail. Same way, this Fusion applications functionality also will be there. Team. Give your product details, okay, and search. Then you will land upon this main screen. Sign in Oracle Applications Cloud, and you will have the user account to log in into the system team. So user ID and password you can provide, and then you can click on sign in. And even Oracle Fusion applications are multi-language supported applications team. Means what? If you go to this option, you can select, see, by default English is there. When I click on sign in, my application language will be decided from here. Entire application language will be in English. If I try to choose another option, let's suppose my client is from Japan, okay, and they want the product to be in Japanese. Select Japanese. See, the application is updating here itself, and everything is updated to Japanese. If I click on sign in, once I enter into the application also, the entire application will be coming in that language. So even you can select your respective language. Whatever the list of languages you are seeing, these all languages are supported by Oracle. So right, okay, I'm keeping it in English. And once I pass my user ID and password, my user is HCM_IMPL12, and I have my password already saved in this browser team. That's why they are auto-filled. Once I click on sign in, see, my screen is loading. I will land upon the Oracle Fusion applications main home screen in the system. See, my screen is loading. Okay. This is how the application main home screen looks like. See, I entered into the Fusion applications now with my user details. See, good morning, HCM_IMPL. This is my user ID, which I use it to log in, right? So this is how the application will be delivered to the customer team. And this URL will have multiple names in real time. So whenever you are working team, you should know all the jargons or the terminologies that which we will use in our projects. So this we will call it as team. Okay, we have many names for this URL. We will call it as environment. This we will call it as environment, or we will call it as instance, or we can call it as server, or you can call it just as URL link, or you can even call it as pod. So multiple names you will be calling this one in your working time, in your project when you are working. When you heard the word environment, instance, server, URL, pod, don't get confused. They are referring to the application team. So this URL can be called in many names. Either you can call it as environment, you can call it as instance, you can call it as server, or just a layman word URL, or you can call it as POD. POD stands for platform on demand. Platform on demand. Because team, in cloud-based model, whatever the subscription fee we are paying, on demand, the product is getting delivered team. All right. So that's why we will call it as platform on demand. So any name you can use for calling this product in the system. Right. And then team, I also want to introduce to you types of environments that customers will receive when they buy the license. Types of environments. What is this team? Now my Tata group purchased the license from Oracle team. So Oracle delivering this product to Tata group. So how many environments they will be given team? So we will be having something like 2 environments. Whenever a customer buy the license from Oracle, Oracle delivers 2 environments to the customer. One, we will call it as production environment. Okay. And one we will call it as test environment. So with that licensing fee, 2 environments will be delivered. What is that? I will tell you team. What is meant by production and what is meant by test? Okay. Okay, this is production and let's say this is test environments team. So production environment, nothing but team. This is the actual real-time environment. Okay. This is the actual real-time environment which the client will be using in their day-to-day activities. The end users of our client are going to use this particular application. This is the actual real-time application or the environment where the client will be using for their day-to-day activities in the organization team. That is called as production environment. Then what is test environment team? In the test environment, all our setups and configurations we will do during the time of implementation. So whenever we working in the project team, let's suppose Tata group purchased this license from Oracle and Tata given the project to Deloitte, where we are working in Deloitte team. So we got the project of Tata. So first of all, whatever the modules that we are going to implement for our client, core HR, absence, payroll, talent, compensation, reports, everything. First of all, the end-to-end configurations, the setups or the configurations will be done in the test environment team. We should not touch their production environment from beginning. First of all, when we go to the project, client will give access to test environment to us. So the implementation team will start configuring all the end-to-end implementation of setups, everything in the test environment. And once client gives the sign off, like every functionalities are working as per expected, then all these configurations will be migrated to production environment and production will be given to the client. So this is the actual real-time environment which the client side people are going to use in their day-to-day activities team. We should not start our setups or configurations in production. First, we have to use the test environment, which is a proxy environment to production team. Every setups and configurations we have to do in the test environment, and then we have to get the approval from the client, and then all these things can be migrated to production team, right? By default, when a company buying the license from Oracle, these two instances will be delivered. These two environments will be delivered. How they looks like differently, you know. So production, let's say, looks like this. Let's assume, okay, if this is a production environment team, then test environment will looks like this. Okay, EEDU/test. This is a test environment. And one more thing I want to tell you, when you working in the project, you might be working for multiple projects. If you are in a support project, you might be working for multiple clients, multiple projects. How you will understand which client's application is what? My application is this one team, FA/EUDU SaaS demos, something like this. Now I will show you one more application of another client, let's say, and another tab I kept it. How it is looking C team? How it is looking C team? What is the difference we can observe in both these things? There is something here, FA/ESLL. And here you are seeing something called FA/EUDU. And I will show you one more application team. Okay, one more application team. See here, this is how what it is seeing. It is showing ESEC. It is having EUDU. This is having ESLL, and this is having ESEC. Customer to customer, when Oracle selling the product, in the URLs, these 4 characters will be uniquely provided team. ESEC is one customer's product, and this is one product, that is EUDU, and this is one product, this is ESLL. So that 4 characters will be the notifying or the noticing things to understand our clients' applications in the real-time team. And these 4 characters, we will call it as pod numbers, POD numbers. So this will be unique for customer to customer team. We will call it as pod numbers, POD numbers. Okay. So when a customer buy the license team, production and test environment will be given to them. So test environment is nothing but our pod number/test it will be. If it looks like that, be in the impression that it is the test environment. After our pod number, if there is nothing like that, then that is a production environment team. So all our setups and configurations or the implementation first we will do in this, and then we will migrate that setups to the production, and we will hand over this to the client. They will start using this application in their day-to-day life. A part of this 2 team, one more environment also will be listening when you're working in the projects. They are development environments, or we can call it as dev environments. What is that team? What is that team? Dev environments means what? So this is optional team. Basically, when a customer buy the license, only production and test will be given to the customer as part of that licensing team. These dev environments are optional. They are additionally payable. Oracle charges extra for this one. Means what? If any customizations your client expecting to implement in your project, any new things they want to test and they want to try it out, new developments they are expecting to do. So they first implement all such new customizations or developments in this development environment, and then we will move to test, and then we will move to production team. So production is ultimately the actual real application which client people will be using. But these 2 are majorly handled within the teams of implementation and for the testing purposes team. So this is additionally payable licensing for which Oracle has, for which customer has to pay. So it depends. Customers will take or not. It depends upon their business requirement. But by default, when they pay license for Oracle, these two environments will be delivered. How development environment will be there, the difference in development environment, you will notice, at the place of test, you will see it as a dev. So see team, this is production, this is test environment, and this is dev environment. So in real time also, when you are working team, if you come across the URLs with these different naming conventions, you have to identify. This is the dev environment, this is test, and this is the production environment team. So ideally, these are the environments that which you will be coming across when you are working in the project team. So once we get into our workshop, we will have a detailed discussion on this more, where we have to configure, how to start working on this, everything we can discuss in the workshop session team. So this is to give you a high level overview, like introduction or types of environments that which we will be coming across when we start working in this applications team. Now, let me move on to the intro of the application team. So once I log in, okay, so I'm using this application team, let's suppose. So this is the main home screen of the application team. When you give your user ID and password, you will land upon this particular home screen. This is the home screen of the application team. And here you could able to see several sections coming up. There is something next generation apps, then we have sales, service, me, my team, and again each section you have many other options are coming up team. Under my client groups, you have hiring, journeys, new person, time management, compensation. Similarly, every section, and if I click on this arrow pointing towards the right, I can see more sections are coming up. See, and under each section, when I select that section with my cursor, I can able to see the options coming up team. So what we will call these sections as, whatever the sections you are seeing here, we will call them as functional areas in the system. My team is one functional area. My client groups is one functional area. Service is one functional area. Like that, every section that what you are seeing on the home screen, we will call them as functional areas. Under each functional area, whatever the options you are seeing, see under my client groups, when I selected, I could able to see couple of options coming up. And these we will call it as sub-functional areas in the system. So this is functional area, and these are the sub-functional areas in the system team. And this entire area, whatever that you are seeing, the different sections, okay, and within that sub options, this entire section we will call it as springboard in the system. What is that team? The entire section we will call it as springboard. Okay, and whatever the sections and the sub-functional areas that you are seeing here, you can also see them here also team. On the left hand side top corner, you have 3 lines here. Once I keep my cursor on that, what is that about will get highlighted. What is that 3 lines team? That is the navigator in the system team. So whatever the functional areas and the sub-functional areas that we are seeing here horizontally embedded in the springboard, all these options you can also find from here. See, click on that 3 lines, navigator will open from left to right. See, next generation apps, sales, service, me, my team, my client group, same things, right? Next generation apps, sales, service, me, my team, my client group. And if I expand that one, it's a my client groups I'm going, and I'm clicking on this arrow so that that particular functional area will expand to. See, hiring, journeys, new person, the same things. Under my client groups here, I can see hiring, journeys, new person, person management. So either you can access these functionalities from the springboard or from the navigator. See, you can see here they will be placed in a vertical way, and you have to expand those sections to find the sub-functional areas. Here they will be placed in a horizontal way, And under each functional area, whatever the sub-functional areas we have, we can see here team. So this is called as springboard and this is called as navigator in the system team. And then within the springboard, we have something here called quick actions coming up. What is this quick actions team? See, I will tell you with an example. So basically, as a HR in the system, if I want to hire an employee record, let's suppose we hand over the system to the client and the client side HR people started using this application for their HR activities. Now, as a HR, they want to hire the new employee in the organization team. So they should go to this functional area, my client group, and then they should come to new person, click on this sub-functional area, new person, and then under new person, they have the tasks available. And here they have hire an employee team. So they can click on hire an employee and they can start hiring the employee in the system. Okay, these all things we can see later. But what is this quick actions about team? Directly, I can get the tasks list here team. Quickly, I can find the actions that are available in the system. So under my client groups, the hire an employee task residing in new person. But see in quick actions directly, I can see here, hire an employee. Not only that one team, in new person, what else, what are I have? I have hire an employee. I have add a contingent worker, add a pending worker, add a non-worker, right? Couple of things are there. All the set tasks that I can see here team. If I come back, my client group, quick actions, see, hire an employee, add a contingent worker, add a pending worker, non-worker, whatever the tasks that are residing under your sub-functional areas, they will be seen directly team. Sometimes I don't know which task is residing under which functional area. I want to perform some absence related configurations in the system. So ideally they will find in the absences here team. If I go to absences, I have a couple of tasks which I can perform in the absence module team. But actually, I don't know where my tasks exactly residing. I cannot go directly to absence. I don't know. Then come to quick actions team. Scroll down, click on show more. All the quick actions under each of the functional area you can see here team. See, under new person, all the tasks in that. Under employment, all the actions or tasks available. And similarly, if I scroll down to absences team, okay, see absences team, all the absence related setups or the configurations I can find here team. See absence plan, type, eligibility. I can click on that and I can directly land upon that particular screen. So quick actions are nothing but team. In order to have the access to the setups or the tasks quickly, you can make use of this quick actions team. So every functional area, when you select, the quick actions section will come team. Within these sub-functional areas, basically our tasks will be resided. If you don't know exactly which task is residing under which, go to quick actions, click on show more. All these functional or the sub-functional areas and their respective tasks will display over there, and you can pick up when you are going to configure the things whatever you want in. And team, even the springboard you can customize according to your requirement. What my client is telling, Kumar, under my client groups, I don't want this hiring and journeys to be showing up here. Can you please restrict them? I can do that one team. Be on the springboard, scroll down, click on this particular plus icon. What is that option is about team? Personalized springboard. Click on personalized springboard. Okay. And then you will land upon that apps screen. So whatever the functional areas that you are seeing in the springboard, you can find here team. See, next gen apps, sales, then service, then me, okay, then my team, my client groups, all the functional areas that whatever you are seeing till others in the springboard, you can see them here in the app section team. Come here, go to your respective functional area where you want. Under my client groups, you don't want hiring and journeys. Uncheck them here team. See, I unchecked both of that sub-functional options. Then let me click on save and close. Now you check out team. Now come to my client groups. Where are those hiring and journeys gone? It's starting from new person. See, so like this basic level personalization also you can perform to your Springboard team. I will add it back now. Going to the same plus icon, personalized Springboard, then my client group, hiring and journeys I'm adding, and I will click on save and close. Now you see team, under my client groups, they added back hiring and journeys. So this is how you can even do the basic personalization for your Springboard in the system. Okay. And then team, this is the home button we have in the system. And let me show you some other things. This is home screen I am telling, Springboard area. Once I scroll down, under my Springboard, I will see something, a section called things to finish. What is that team? So basically in the Fusion application, I was telling you, we have a concept called workflows and approvals team. This one, yesterday I am telling to you, right? Means what? Any tasks or the transactions that we performing in the system in any module, we can send that via approval team. Let's suppose in absence module, one of my employee applied the leave in the system. Then that leave should go for concerned manager for approval. So managers can check here team in things to finish, whatever the approvals that are assigned to him. Currently for my user, Robot Fin, 8 approvals are waiting to me. See here I can see yesterday, whatever that's employee hired, the current status. I can see all the approvals here team. All I have approved yesterday, but if at all anything is waiting for me, if I open that, I can able to approve or reject that approvals, whatever that waiting to me. That is things to finish. This approval section, even you can find here in the bell icon team. See, 8 count is what? 8. Here, what is the count I have assigned to me? 8. Means in this system, for myself, for my login, for my robot fin, my user, I have 8 approvals that tagged to me. So either I can check the approvals as a manager in the system from here, things to finish, or I even can check in this bell icon. If I open the bell icon team, all the notifications I can see related to myself, whatever the approvals that triggered to me. Here I can see the details of that approval and I can take the appropriate action of approve, reject, whatever it is I want team. So either you can check the approvals in bell icon here, or you can check it from things to finish here team. And then if you scroll down, we have something called news and announcements. What is this news and announcement team? So this is one component which Oracle given, where organization, if they want to communicate to all the employees team. Let's suppose in my client organization, 20,000 employees are their team, and all of them using the application for their day-to-day access team. Now organization want to communicate some news to the employees. Like we are going to announce bonus in the month of January because last year our company performed very well. We are going to announce the bonus this month. I want to share that news to everyone in my organization team. Or let's say I want to give some key announcements related to the COVID vaccination. Like every employee has to complete their vaccination before coming to office. Some kind of announcement or some kind of news I want to share to my employees team. So here in the backend, we have the option to configure news and announcements team. You can publish the articles here like that. So employee, when they log in, every employee, when they scroll down, whatever the company publishing the news and announcements, they can check here. So there is some article here. If they click on that one, they can able to view that. What is that announcement is about? So any links that come, they can embed, any matter they can write, whatever as an announcement you want to share with your employees, you can find here team. And moreover, this announcements, how to configure that all, we have created one video and we have placed in our YouTube channel team. As you all know, we have our YouTube channel also, where out of the box topics, we are going to upload in that channel team. So you can find them about the news and announcement. Last week, we have uploaded a video where how to configure that news announcements in the system. You can find it there. And team, when you come to the home screen, you're able to see some options here. What are these options here, team? This is a home button. What is home button? Same like in our mobile, how we have the home button team. See, in mobile also, you be on the any screen. You went to YouTube and you are watching some video. You want to come back to the main screen. What you will do? You will click on home button, right? Same here also. Let's suppose I'm on one particular task of new person and I'm trying to perform some task. Now I don't want to proceed with, I want to come back to home screen. Simply click on the home button. My screen is loading, see. My screen is loading, see here. I came back to the home screen. You be on the any screen. Let's suppose I'm going to one option called person manage. I don't want to be here. I want to come back. Click on home. So that is the same option like in our mobiles, how we have the home button here also team. And we have something star symbol available. What is this star here team? That is about our favorites and recent items team. What is that? We know, right? In our Google Chrome also, we have the concept of bookmarking. Means what? Usually the most used web links that which we want to save, we will make it as a bookmark so that it will store here, it will save here. Similarly, within the Fusion application, what are the day-to-day activities, the most used setups or the transactions that you perform every day? You can mark them as favorites team. Let's suppose I'm Robot Fin. My job in the organization is HR manager. Every day I'm responsible to perform hirings in the organization team. So I will come to the system. I will go to my client group. Then I will go to new person. And then every day I will perform this hiring of an employee task team. This is the most used task of mine. So I can add it as favorite team. So whatever that you come, I mean, you will be performing the tasks mostly. Come to that respective task, click on that star icon, and then in the favorite section, you click on add to favorites. Here it will ask you the folder to create team, new folder, and I am giving my daily routine. I'm listing out all my day-to-day tasks which I usually perform. I'm creating my daily routine. You can give any name. I'm giving like this. And this is the task team. Save and close. Right. Now see, I will go back. So let's suppose team, I freshly logged into the system now. Okay. For hiring an employee, where I will go? I will go to my client group. I will click on new person. Then I will click on hire an employee. Then I can start. But now see team. Now tomorrow employee came to the office. He logged in into the system. Directly he can go to his favorites button here. My daily routine, hire an employee. See the task embedded here. If I click on this one, my screen is loading. Directly landed upon my hire an employee screen. See, 2 to 3 steps are bypassed by using this functionality. By coming to my client group, clicking on new person, then again clicking on hire an employee. So like this team, what are your favorite tasks that you will perform most frequently every day? You can add them to the favorites team. Create a folder, add all the tasks that you want to bookmark them. That is favorites team. And here this is about recent items. What is that about team? As my login, with my login, when I log into the system, what are all the recent pages that I came across? See, just before I went to new person screen, then before I went to hire an employee, then I went to search person, then I went to absence administration. This is the history information. Even in our Google Chrome also, if you go to history, your most recent searched options will come, right? So in the same way, here also in the recent items, you can find what are the recent tasks that you have landed upon in the system. From here also, you can directly go to the task. See, my screen is loading. I landed upon absence administration. So this star icon is nothing but the favorites and recent items. So home button we have seen, this one we have seen. This is not required teams. Watch list. This is exclusively not part of HCM. You can skip this one. This is financials and supply chain people will be using that one. And bell icon, I told you, as a manager or a HR, if any approvals are tagged to you, any notifications are tagged to you, you can check from here team. And this concept, we have an elaborative discussion when we reach out to the topic of workflows and approvals in the system team. Okay. And then there is something called settings and actions here team. If I click on this one, I can see settings and action. Now employee logged in into the system, how to do I have shown you. Now let's say every day at the end of the office, when they're moving out of the office, they have to log out of the application. Where they can log out, team, they can come and they can click on sign out. See, the application got logged out. So again, if they want to log in, pass the credentials and then they can log in into the system. So for signing out from the application team, we should be going to the settings and action here. And then we have a couple of things to discuss here, team. Not necessarily everything is required to discuss in initial session. This administration is one important thing. This is setup and maintenance, which we will call it as our functional setup manager team. But here, before going to that one, in the personalization, I will talk about these two things. What are these two team? Accessibility settings. If I go here, I can configure some accessibility. Even in our mobiles also, if you go to settings and accessibility settings team, you have that screen mode, default mode, screen reader mode, color contrast. The application color contrast should be high or standard. You can update here in the accessibility settings. And then if you go to set preferences team, if you go to set preferences team, here you have something called general preferences, which we can talk about. These things are not required. These are not part of HCM team. Financials, service, knowledge, sales cloud. These are not part of HCM. They are related to financials, CRM and supply chain team. As far as HCM is concerned, we have to talk about some components here team. In the general preferences, regional. If you come here, you can set up the country information for the application, date format, time format, number format, currency, time zone. You can update your client's respective information team. So when we going for an implementation project, your client is in which country, that country respective information we are going to fill up here. Because in the system, after giving these information team, in payroll or in compensation, wherever we are capturing the salary, in any field, when the number is capturing, the format, how the number will be displayed will be decided with the option we are giving here team. And same goes with currency, time format, date format. These things you can set up here. And then if we go to language, here you can set up the language preferences for your application team. What is that? Currently, my application language is in American English. Let's say I want to change it to some other thing. Let's say Finnish. Now see, I'm changing it to Finnish. And I will click on save and close. See team, my application language will update it with that Finnish language. So see now, but that language, when you are updating, it will not impact all the employees who are using the application. It is specific to your user only. My robot Fin, see everything changed to Finnish, my entire application. As I told you, Oracle supports multi-language in the system team. If you want to update the language, you can even update from here, or else while you signing in only, we have the option. From there also you can update team. Now I'm putting back to American English again. That is about this one. And accessibility settings already we discussed. The same thing here, what we can see that will come here also team. And as an employee, if you want to reset the password, you can go to reset the password of your user, give the current password, then new password, confirm the new password and save and close team. So these are the basic things in the initial sessions we can talk about team. Rest of the things we don't need to talk. They are not part of HCM. You can come back to the home screen team. So this is about the introduction to the application team, the cosmetic level. This search bar, what is it? And then what is this administration? I will talk them once we reach out to our implementation tasks team. Okay. So this is about the basic intro of the application team. In tomorrow's session, we are going to start with our regular classes team. So by this, we completed our 2 days demos that which we planned out yesterday and today. And from tomorrow, we are going to start our regular sessions. And the first topic that we are going to take up will be the security administration in the system team. because before we start configuring any module, the first topic that one should know in the system will be security administration, because in security administration, we are going to see the user management and role management in the system team. Okay, now I logged in with my user, how my user account got created, and when I log in into the system with my user account, I could able to see several functionalities coming up. How these functionalities are coming, this is the preliminary understanding of the application one should know before we starting the implementation in the real-time team. Because when you go for a project also, client will give the user account and password to our team, and we will create the user accounts and passwords for rest of our team members, and we will start the configurations in the system. So in tomorrow's session, I will start with the topic of security administration. I will show you how to create the user accounts and what is the concept of roles in user account. That all we will have an understanding in the security, and then we will start with our core HR module team. That is the first module which we are going to start in our implementation. So in training also, we will go with core HR first and followed by absence, followed by payroll, then talent and compensation accordingly team. So any questions as such in today's topic team? So as I told you, yes, Alok, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yesterday session I was not able to join. So if you can,
I think I have shared you that session yesterday, the demo.
yeah, I got that, but I didn't go through. Just if you can give me in nutshell that what was discussed.
So here in yesterday's session, we discussed related to this.
Just in nutshell.
Yeah, these concepts we have discussed actually, like introduction to the ERP and fusion applications evaluation overview, when they got launched in the market, and the deployment options within the product, then types of companies, environment releases, what are the modules we having in the system, and introduction to the documentation. These concepts we have seen yesterday. So once you go through the demo, so that you will get clear understanding about yesterday's things what we discussed.
Yeah, okay. And sir, actually, sir, what should I expect from this course after doing this course? Actually, sir, previously I was on PeopleSoft.